Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be going over what you're going to be doing in your digital writing journals today. So today is Free Write Friday. This week we have been reading about how different people have formed beliefs that guide how they live. In today's writing, you're going to start to think about the beliefs that you have that guide how you want to live your life. So before we actually get started with what you're going to do for your own readings, I wanted to share with you a blog or a blog post, if you will, or a podcast from a young man named Tarek McLean. This actually comes from NPR Radio, and it came in 2009. Tarek at the time was a kindergartner who had completed a 100 days project for school that he was inspired by the NPR This I Believe program. The This I Believe program shared essays that had been written by normal people as well as celebrities, in which they would come out and share a belief that guides the way that they live and has changed their life in some way for the better, in hopes of maybe spreading that belief to somebody else or finding a connection with somebody else who shared the same belief. So they would explain where the belief came from and how it affects their lives. So in this case, Tarek grew up in a family that listened to NPR radio and was inspired by this, listening to this every Sunday afternoon, and decided that for his 100 days project, rather than gluing 100 pennies to a shirt or collecting 100 pieces of popcorn and making a necklace of them, what have you, he was going to make a list of 100 things that he believed in. So we're going to go ahead and listen to him share his list.
I believe in adaptation.
I believe in a silver lining.
I believe that being flexible keeps me going.
I believe every single person deserves to be acknowledged. This I believe.
Our This I Believe essay today is a bit unusual. It was written by a 6-year-old. Tarek McLean, who's now the grand old age of 7, wrote about his beliefs last year when he was in kindergarten in Austin, Texas. Here's our series curator, independent producer.
Tarek McLean a few months ago at a This I Believe book reading when he handed me his list of 100 beliefs. He'd written them for the 100th day of kindergarten when all the kids were asked to bring in 100 things. Others brought in cotton balls, or cans, or Cheerios. Tarek brought beliefs. He said his mother helped him think about them, but all the words are his. He agreed to shorten the list to 30 for the radio. I asked him if he wrote the original list quickly or if he had to think pretty hard.
I had to think pretty hard. Well, every day I did 2 hours of it, and then in all it was 6 hours.
Was it pretty different from what the other kids did?
Yes, a lot different.
Well, let's just start right at the top, take your time, and read every one of them.
Okay. Start?
Yeah.
I believe life is good. I believe God is in everything. I believe we're all equal. I believe we can help people. I believe everyone is weird in their own way. I believe hate is a cause for love. I believe that when I meditate, I feel peaceful. I believe we should be generous. I believe brothers and sisters should be kind to each other. I believe kids should respect their parents. I believe I should not whine. I believe people should wake up early. I believe people should go outside more. I believe in nature. I believe people should use lush trees. I believe we should help the Arctic and rainforest animals. I believe people shouldn't throw litter on the ground. I believe people should not smoke. I believe God is in good and bad. I believe in magic. I believe people should not give up. I believe love is everywhere. I believe that God helps us to have a good time. I believe we live best in a community. I believe we can protect people in danger. I believe we should help the poor. I believe it's okay to die, but not to kill. I believe war should not have started. I believe war should stop. I believe we can make peace.
Tarek McLean, his essay for this, I believe. Tarek tries to live some of his beliefs. He bags up food to carry in the car to give to homeless people, and has raised money for causes he cares about.
I've had 2 fundraisers already. One of them was for a school in Thailand. We raised about $350 for it. And then the other one was for All right, we're going to go ahead and stop Tarek sharing for right now, so we can talk about what you're going to do. So to help you get started, we listened to this podcast of Tarek McLean. Remember, he is a kindergartner in Austin, Texas, or at least at the time of this, he was. He's actually about a little bit younger than you guys, right around your age right now, I think. And he shared a list of 30 I believe statements from a list of 100 that he had created for his 100 Days of School project. So you, in your writing, are going to write your own list of 30 I believe statements today. He shared his list with NPR Radio on a program. You're going to share your list with your teachers. So now that we've watched the short video, as a kindergartner in Austin, Texas, shared his 30 things, I think you, as high school seniors in Cleveland Heights, can share a list of 30 things that you believe in. I'm going to forewarn you. He listed off 100. He said it took him a long time to come up with 100. We've done this in the past. It can take you some time to come up with 30 I believe statements. But as an example of what we expect to see from you guys, I wanted to share with you what your my digital writing journal entry should look like. So you're going to have a date pushed out to you on a slide and a title that should look something like this. It'll say 9/25/20, 30 things I believe. There will also be a link there and underneath the date to a video of these instructions. So you may be watching it from that video right now, or you may have watched that as attached to the assignment instructions. So what you're going to do is just kind of sit down and start a numbered list, and start off by maybe even writing I believe 30 different times and not filling anything in after it, and using that as kind of sentence starters. So I'll start you off. These are a list that I have made for myself, Miss Kales. I believe that everyone deserves to be treated fairly. I believe in traveling. I believe my weird is somebody else's normal. I believe in reading bedtime stories. And number 5, I believe that Black Lives Matter. So I gave you 5 of my personal beliefs. I could list off 30 of them for you, but I want to respect your time. Those are just ideas to get you started. So you've listened to Tarek's 30. You've listened to my 5. You've read this week about various people and their beliefs. You watched a video on Edpuzzle sharing a belief system as well. So we've been really discussing this a lot lately. So I think you are well prepared for this. You're going to make your list and turn that in before Sunday evening. So if you have any questions or you need help, make sure that you stop by during our office hours, or you check in with us, or you can email us, anything you need to. Just reach out for some help or rewatch the video if you're a little confused and it's way after hours. But other than that, I'm going to let you guys go now and have a great day and make great choices.